Okay, so today I'm gonna explain you everything about the cockpit from the RSR 19. So we'll start with a center console. So we have two buttons with which just put the contact and the ignition. Then we have the tire button where you just push through it to go through the different tire circumference, so wet or dry. Rain light, fan, so you have different fan. You can have it all on you or in the seat or actually on the windscreen to make sure you don't have a foggy windscreen when you drive on the wet. Then you have the heating windscreen, the lights, the fuel pump. If you have a fuel issue, you can go through different modes to activate the fuel pump. Then the reverse is here. So to go from first to reverse, on this car you just have to clutch and press the reverse button. You don't need to go through neutral. Then you have the radio volume, which is quite obvious, and then we have a nice thing to change the mirror, because between drivers we sometimes have different mirror adjustments or mirror position. Then we can also move the pedal, so if I pull this lever I can move the pedal towards me or to the back. And then let's go with the steering wheel. So this is quite a cool steering wheel, looking a bit like a spaceship steering wheel. So you have 4 different TC settings, so these 2 over there and 2 over here, so you can change the timing of the TC cut, how much does it cut, in which corner do you want it more or less. This is the brake bias, so here you put more brake to the rear and here more brake to the front. It goes with clicks. Here's to stop the engine, so kill the engine. Here's to start the engine and also flash while driving. So when you have a slower car in front of you, you flash him to make sure he saw you. This is the full cielo. So for this, you need to slow down. This is like a limiter on your car. So you need to slow down under 80 kph, press it, and then when you go full power, it will just regulate at 80 kph, but therefore you need to be in first or second gear. If you're in third gear, it's gonna go higher. This is the radio button. You have to hold it to speak, drink, then the indicator. We don't use it much, but just if we have an issue or to show the LMP behind us that we are staying on the left, then we would press the left indicator. This is the wiper. This is an OK button. If we have an alarm, we just can press OK to erase it. And this now it starts to be complicated. So here we have 2 multi with from Alpha to Lima, and here from 1 to 12. And when the engineer sees that there's something wrong on the car, or we have to reset the gearbox or reset something, we just scroll through this and the engineer tells us, okay, put Alpha 5 to green. So we just go here, Alpha, then we scroll through 5, we press OK, and then we go to green. There we have this one, this multi, which is quite also powerful. So here's the map from the engine. You always move it with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have to acknowledge it. Then you have the AC, because the air condition has many different modus, depending on the temperature outside. Alternator, also if you have an issue on the alternator, you just can go on different modus, try to save some energy or produce more energy. Then the throttle position, because between drivers, some drivers prefer a more aggressive throttle and some less. So we have, for example, Lawrence in our team drives with a more aggressive throttle. So we just go throttle, and then you can move here with again the function, and then acknowledge with the OK. Dimming, because we drive in the night and in the day, so we need a different dimming position from the steering wheel. As you can see, it's quite bright and you have a lot of LED. And then pages, so on the pages you can have different page you want to see. This is more for the mechanic, and then while driving you can see your fuel or the essential stuff from the engine. And then one thing which is also very important, that's these are the lock light and TC light. So when we brake and we lock the rear, this would be yellow. It means that the rear locked, and if we lock the front, for example, on the braking, this would be purple. And then when we activate the TC, this would be blue. So this is very helpful for us to know if we are a lot in traction control, or if we lock the rear, we can release the brake straight away because we don't have ABS here. And as soon as you lock the tires, you lose some time, and you can damage the tires as well. So yeah, that's about it. And this is especially from the WEC, where every time there's something happening on the track which concerns you, you have a message over here to make sure that if your radio doesn't work or if you don't see the yellow flag, you will have it here. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it.